Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to edit the front page of your website. So once you've logged in, you'll be presented with your dashboard. You will go to Pages, and then once the page is loaded, you will look for Breakerview self-catering accommodation Shelly Beach. And how you know it will be your front page is because it says front page it says front page after it. So there's two ways that we can edit the front page. There's one way to edit the front page, but there's two ways to gain access to the editing page. So the first way is that we can just click edit with Elementor, because that's how we built the website. The second way is if we click on edit, then once that page loads, you'll see a big button in the middle, edit with Elementor, and then you will just click on it. I've already got it preloaded in the other tab here. So once the page loads, you'll see this is your website. As it looks exactly the same as what the normal view would look, right? We start from the top. This is your header. Now, as you can see, we can't really edit anything in that block because we're only editing the front page, nothing else. So now if we scroll down a little bit, you'll see that there's this purple button this purple tag that comes up. Now that is what we call a row. If we click on the little 6 digits, you'll see on the left hand side that it will say edit section, and then it will bring up all the settings for that row. Now if we click on style, you'll see that is where we have got the background image set. Now, the way in the previous video I showed you how to add images to your unit gallery and change the featured image. The same thing applies. You literally just click on the image. You could either media library, one that you've already uploaded, or you can select the files from your computer and upload them there. So the method of upload and changing images is basically the same throughout the site, which is nice. So if we just close that, if we wanted to, on the left hand side here, we've clicked on style to show you where the image is. If we click on layout, if you come here, it will say minimum height. Now that is the height of the image. So we've got it set to 64. We could actually just slide that down and make it bigger if we wanted to, just like that. See, so we'll put it back to 64 because that's where it was. And that's how you edit that section. If we scroll down a little bit more, you'll see that you've got these little tags here, but now if you hover over the writing, there's a little purple line, like a column that goes around the writing. If we click on the little pencil here, on the left hand side again, you'll see it says edit heading. And that's where we can change. So currently it says welcome to Breakerview, and then we will go in Shelly Beach. Now, as you can see, as I'm typing that, it shows on the front, on the actual page. So you can see what it looks like. Now, if we're to click, let's say we're going to keep it like that, we'll go to style, then we'll go to typography, like this. And then we'll go to size and we'll just make it smaller. Currently it was on 56, and there you go. As you can see, we've made it 52, and now it fits on one row. So that is how you edit that section. As you can see, it's very easy. If you wanted to change the font, you could just click family here and go through the font that you want. Where this is a custom font that we uploaded for your website to give you this style. So if you had to change it to Arial, you'll see there you go, it changes. And if we go back to your font, there it is there. If we just click anywhere outside that, the box goes away. And then if we go text color, as you can see here, we can change the color of the writing if we wanted to. We can make it Lumo blue, we could make it black, make it gray. We can change the color just by moving it around. I'm going to put that back to what it was. So now, if we scroll down a little bit more, you'll see South Coast accommodation. Again, it's the same as the top. So if we click on the pencil line here, as you can see, edit heading, it is exactly the same. You'd write your writing in here, just there. You would click style. If you wanted to change the size of it, this is on 46, and we can make it bigger if we wanted to. We can change the color. So the beauty of Elementor is that when you start understanding how the widgets work, it's basically the same thing throughout every page on your website. There are different elements that do change, which I will show you on I think it's the view page that has the gallery on, which I'll get to that in the next video. But the element with Elementor is actually 90% the same throughout the website. So if we just scroll down a little bit, we'll come to another where it's a text box. If we click on it, on your left-hand side, you'll see it says Edit Text Editor. Now, here is your text. Now, the beauty of it is it kind of looks like a Word document, basically, a basic version of the Word document. One thing I would like to say to you is that if you want to make this, if you want to change the alignment, let's say you want to make it all to the left for argument's sake, please don't do it in here. Because you see what it does is it will align it left, yes. But if we go to the Style tab at the top here, click on it, you'll see that we've got the alignment in the middle. Now, if we change that alignment, it won't actually do anything because the coding, if we go back to the content and then we click on text here, you'll see that it's actually added this line of code which overwrites the element widget coding, which is what we don't want to do. So if we go to visual again, we'll select all and we'll undo that, right? Then if we go back to style and we change the alignment, let's say to the right, you'll see that the alignment is now showing, the wording is pointed to the right. So that's how you would please align your wording if you wanted to. If you click on typography again, you can change the font, change the size, you can even change the line height, so you can make it like that. If you'd like, literally by sliding a slider, which is great, that's as max as it will go, but you can make it really close if you would want. Just like that. If you want to change your weight, which would be the thickness, as you can see, we go to medium, we can go to black, just like that. We can go to thin, as you can see, not greatest, so we'll go back to 400, which is what it was on, just like that. Okay, and that's how you would edit that text editor section. If we scroll down a little bit more, now again, click on here, our units is a text, an edit heading widget. And as you can see here, you'll see it's got our units. We can just write to view. As you can see, it has showed it immediately on the page. So we'll just delete that section here. And there you go. It now shows our units. If we scroll to this section here and we click on the little pencil. Now, this section here is what we call a post grid widget. Okay, now this, I'm not going to go into detail with it, but if we were to scroll down to post query, right, as you can see, we've got it selected to go to properties. Now, in your other video, we showed you how to edit your your unit. So we can change it up a little bit here. Let's say, for example, you want to show all 6. We change that to 6. What it will do is it will actually show the 6 the 5. There we go. It will show all units just like that. If you wanted to show 4, you would show it would just show the 4, just like that. You see. So if we change it back to 3, now we can sort we can order by. So currently it's set to default. If we change that, we could make it go by date it was added, by slug, by post ID. Default's the best. Then if we go ascending, or we can change it to descending, which means it will go unit 6, unit 4, unit 3. And we'll just select that. As you can see, unit 6, unit 4, unit 3. Normally for easy on the eye, we'll have it go to ascending. So it's 1, 2, 3. And when they click on this button, it will take them to view all the units. All right, that is how you'd edit that section there. If we scroll down a bit, as you'll see, we've got a button. So if we click it again on the pencil, now it's a button widget, but the styling of it's basically the same. If we click on style, you've got your text shadow. Now we've got a hover function here, which so if we hover over, you'll see that the background will go white, but the text will turn blue, as you can see just there. Right, so you would change that color. So let's just change that text to make it red, for example. So if we scroll down, there you go, it's red. Right, if we want the background to be black, scroll down, there we go, just like that. All right, that is how you would change the color of your button. We can make the hover icon, we've got it set to grow, we can make it pulsate, as you can see, just like that. So that's quite a nice thing if the people don't know, but I prefer the way we built it was with grow. If you'd like to change the hover effect, that's where you would change it there. As you can see, there's a small little border that goes round. On the left, sorry, border type. We'll go border. We can make the border width. Let's change it to 10 just to show you. And if we hover over, as you can see, the border's much thicker now. So let's make that, say, 4. And there we go. Look, as you can see, the border's a little bit thicker. The way we had it was on number 1, which gives it a thin little outline, which I think is a bit classy. If we want to go to not make the button so sharp, we can just change the radius here to, let's say, 5. As you can see, the radius, the corners of the button are now a little bit rounded. But the reason why we didn't do it here is because your other buttons are all got sharp corners. So that's why we left it like that. All right. That is how you would edit the button. If we're to scroll down a little bit and do holiday attractions, as you can see here, the holiday attraction is a heading widget. That again is the same as the above. Holiday attractions you must view, or must see, sorry. There we go. And as you can see, it changes it there and then on the screen for you. Just delete that. Now, the section I'm going to show you, this section here is the same way, to edit this section is the same way to edit the attractions on the attraction page. So when I show you this section here, that will cover the attractions page video also. So if we scroll down a little bit here, as you can see, if we hover over, we've got the pencil. If we click on the pencil, right, we've got a random image section here, right? If we go items, as you can see, we've got one item. We have got the image there, which again, if we click on it, it will load up. We can either go media library, which will show us the image that's on the web, that's already in your media folder, or we could upload it again. Right, we've got the position to center, we've got it as full. So that is how you edit the image. If we scroll down underneath, you'll see now it's another widget. We'll click on it. As you can see, it's called an image box. So we have got the title there and the description. And if we come to this one here, as you can see, it is exactly the same. Go down to item. This has got 2 items here. There's that image and there's that one. Reason why we've got it like that is so that it will show 2 images every time the page loads. One time it will be the zip line, the next time it will be the giraffes. And the same thing goes here. If we click on this widget here, same thing, nature reserves, and there's the description. How we got it to be that blue background is in the corner here is your column. So each one, everything has a column. As you can see, I'm quickly hovering over things. See that little gray square appears. If we click on it and then we go to style, as you can see, that's where we change the background to be blue rather than white. We can make it white like that, but we want to make it blue. All right, and that is how you edit each one that's different. So we've got the image here. Sorry, we'll go to items. There you go. This has got 4 images, just like that. And then down here is the same idea, same as the others. Text box, there's your title, there is your description. Right, now as you can see, we've got blue in the middle at the top. The second row is blue on the left and blue on the right. Just because it's blue doesn't mean that it's any different. If we click on the column here, we go to style, there is your blue background. Right, and that is how you'd edit your attractions. And the way you've edited the attractions here is the exact same way you would edit the attractions on the attractions page. All right, next video I will show you how to edit the view page.